Okay guys, so first up we're going to go phase one, so the stability side of things. First things first, we need to start preparing the muscles for the training program. So this is where we're going to touch on a thing called self-myofascial release or foam rolling. What this is, it's a tool that's going to, so basically using a tool which is something like this. There's other tools that we can use, but this is going to be the main one. We're going to start to apply pressure to a muscle. What that's going to do, it's going to relieve tension, relieve knots away from that muscle so that you can improve how that muscle works. So you want to see it as this first bit is taking the brakes off, getting the muscles ready to perform. Now, you can use this concept to all different muscles of the body. However, for this program, we're going to hit on a few key areas. So we're going to look at the hips, we're going to look at the pecs, we're going to look at the calves, and we're going to look at the inner thigh as well. So key ones not only for the program, but also for when you're out fighting as well. So the first thing we're going to look at the hip. So what we're going to do, if you've got access, you can grab a roller. They're not the most expensive things in the world. You can either pay astronomical prices or you can pay cheap prices. That choice is up to you. I will say though, the firmer the surface, the better it will get into the muscles. So these ones are quite soft. However, you can use hockey balls, you can use barbells, you can use medicine balls as well if you feel you need a little bit more sort of pressure on the area. To go through this, the setup we're going to have is the foam roller is going to be underneath your hip. So you think where your sort of pocket is sitting. One leg's going to be straight and the next leg's going to be crossed over. So this is going to be your setup position. From here, take the weight onto your elbow, so as if you go into a side plank shape. What you're going to do from this position, make sure you're in a good position, so make sure you're always mobilizing in a good shape and you're not sort of jumped out in different sort of weird angles. From here, you're going to just apply pressure and move around that hip area. What you're looking for is an area that starts to, you get a little bit of tension, you get a little bit of pain. What you want to do when you find that area, so a little bit something around there, then you're going to stay on that for a minimum of 30 seconds. We can spend up to 90 seconds if need be. And the aim is that you look until that muscle starts relaxing off. So you can start at the hip and then you can start to roll down the outside of that leg. Same again, just keep hunting for where you find those areas. You might need to play around, you might need to go towards the front, you might need to go towards the side, but anything around from the hip down towards the knee is going to be fair game. Get in it, make a change, make sure you hit both legs as well. From a point of view from training, if the hips are tight, we're not going to be able to use the legs as well as we want to. And from a fighting point of view, if these hips get tight, think of the impact that's going to have on your kick. So you're not going to be able to use them, they're going to hold you back slightly, especially in that force production as well. So if you're not doing this already, start getting involved. There'll be more videos to come, but this is hips, and then we'll move on to calves in the next video.